Hi, my name is Tom, and welcome to Peaceful Soldier, where I share ideas, information, and insight on spiritual growth, awakening, and finding our true purpose. Many of you are feeling the effects of the shift and vibratory change that is happening right now on our planet. In the last 4 years, many of you have experienced or are experiencing now a crisis or a breakdown of some sort. In this video, I will give you 5 takeaways that will help you through this process. 4 years ago, I went through my own crisis, which led to my awakening, my spiritual awakening. I was in a highly stressful job. I was traveling back and forth to China 6 to 8 times a year. That particular year, 8 times. I was never in the right time zone. I could never get enough sleep because I was always waking up because my body was always in a different time zone. I was drinking a lot. I mean, I had been drinking a lot for years, but that particular year, I was drinking way too much. And I was in a job that I wasn't really happy in. I mean, I started to feel, maybe a year before that, 2 years, like, what am I doing? And, what is my point? What's my purpose in life? I started to sort of ask these questions. And in this job that I was miserable and everything started to go wrong, the job wasn't going well, we were entering a trade show. It was December 2012. And I didn't sleep for 4 days in a row. I mean, 4 nights I hadn't slept, so I was up for 4 days straight. And at a trade show, you have to give presentations, you have to talk to buyers. So that was a huge challenge. And at the end of those 4 days, I thought I was having a heart attack. My teeth went numb, and I ended up going to the hospital where they told me I had to stay because there were some chemical imbalances in my heart. And over the next 3 days, they did a bunch of tests, and they basically told me that my heart was fine and that I was just under too much stress and I had to chill out. That job didn't work out. I ended up not having that job anymore. This was 2 weeks before Christmas. And I kind of went into a deep depression and started to question everything. Who am I? Why am I here? And an existential crisis, why am I even here? What is the point of my being here on this planet? I was highly sensitive to everything. I mean, sound, if anyone dropped anything or closed the cabinet door, it was like bing in my ear, and my body. I mean, I felt like electricity was running through my body all the time, and I just couldn't relax. I was always on edge. So I thought I was losing my mind. I thought all of those symptoms were just, part of the stress, but it didn't go away. It persisted. The sleeplessness, the electricity running through my body. And so I started doing all this research, on the internet. What was going on? I started to learn about the planetary shift and this rising, the vibration of the planet rising, and how it's not just me, it's a lot of people this is happening to. And that made me feel a lot better. But the whole crumbling of my foundation, it really forced me to look at what I was doing, be more consciously aware of what my actions were and what did I really want out of life. And for a long time, I wasn't sure. So it took some real soul searching. And there were 5 major things that helped me through that process. And I'm going to share them with you right now. Number 1 thing that helped me get through all of this was meditation. I had tried meditation in the past, and it was always difficult for me, and I kind of gave up on it. My mind always racing all over the place. But during this time now, I was really determined. I mean, I had to find peace somehow. I had to feel better somehow. And so I really made an effort to start meditating. And of course, in the beginning, it was difficult, my mind going all over the place. And but eventually, you just sort of become aware of those thoughts. You watch them like you're in the third person. You observe your thoughts, and then you just go back to your breath. I mean, that's how I started, just focusing on my breath, focusing on my chakras, and starting at my root chakra, and then really trying to feel all the different chakras. And a process that really helped me a lot was something that Eckhart Tolle talks about in his book, The Power of Now, is just being aware of your body and the inside of your body and the blood running through your body. And when you really practice this, I practice it in my meditation a lot now, you become sensitive. You can feel the blood pumping through your veins. I can feel the blood pumping on each side of my body. When I do that for a while, I try to meditate at least 20 minutes or even a half hour every night and every morning. And when you do that for a while, woof, I've entered some total states of bliss. It feels really good. The other thing that really helps me, number 2, is mindfulness, being aware of what you're thinking, being aware of what you're saying. I mean, so often we fall into the trap of negative thought, getting down on ourselves. But when you really start to become mindful, and being aware of your body also helps. The thing I just said, being in your body and aware of your body, being mindful of the things you say, the things you're thinking, the things you say to other people, what other people are saying to you. Sometimes you think someone is talking to you in a rude way, but really it's their own stuff and it has nothing to do with you. It's all how you receive it and how you take that information in. So mindfulness, starting to be aware, and meditation led me to the mindfulness, being aware of what I'm thinking, what I'm saying. And let's remember that, being aware of your thoughts are vibrations. Words are vibrations. We are vibration. So what you put out there is very important, and you have to constantly try and cut off the negative and just put out the positive and let the positive in. And no negative self-talk. Number 3, I would say the third most important thing that sort of helps you through this process is being of service to others, giving back. During that time, I spent a year in my cave of going through all this depression, existential crisis, who am I, attempting to meditate, reading lots of books, doing a lot of searching on the internet, soul searching. I realized that that's what was missing. I always wanted to volunteer, but I never had the time because I was always traveling and it was just impossible for me to commit to doing something like that on a regular basis. But now I found that I had the time. I took some time off. I didn't go back to work for a while and started volunteering. I do work with kids, at-risk kids. We do artwork, and in fact, it's another whole subject. I'm going to do another video on it because it has been amazingly rewarding and has helped me to find my true purpose in life. Number 4, I would say, is self-love, like really learning to love yourself and be forgiving and easy on yourself. We are our own worst critics. And so I thought I was the only one who had self-loathing. But so many people suffer from self-loathing, really getting negative on yourself, and you don't realize how often you do it, how many times throughout the day you cut yourself, or you get down on yourself until you start this mindful practice and really being aware of your thoughts. So being kind to yourself, loving to yourself, and you do this through affirmations. And I know you all know what affirmations are, but you have to practice them. I mean, it really works because the subconscious mind is like, what do they say? Your conscious mind is like a fraction of the power of your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind is the thing that, holds and brings you all these negative thoughts. So by repetition, you sort of, start to change the way your subconscious mind thinks. So positive affirmations day and night, and honestly, if I'm walking from one place to another, I'm driving from one place to another, I repeat my positive affirmations. And whenever a negative thought comes in, boom, I recognize it, let it go away, and I replace it with a positive affirmation. And number 5, I would say, is hope and belief. Belief in something greater, belief that you're going to achieve your dreams. Of course, accepting where you are in the now, but having hope and belief that good things are coming, especially with this shift. I mean, really, we have so much to look forward to because many people are going through this experience right now, and many people are raising their vibration. And through the internet, more and more of us are getting together and teaching other people, and I think it's all very exciting because even though we're living in this time of great change and great difficulty, like who knows what's going to happen next with the world situation and our situation here in the US, this is a way we can all come together and we can all raise the total vibration of the planet the more we send out good vibration. One other thing I forgot to mention about sending out good vibrations is your heart. Your heart has amazing electromagnetic energy and electromagnetic field, and just by focusing on our heart, we can boom, send out amazing energy. I'll put a link to an interesting website called heartmath.com if you haven't already heard of it. If we focus on that and give love to everyone, send out love in our meditation, send out love when we're meeting other people and being mindful, send love to ourselves, love out to the planet. This is how we can all make a difference in the world. I hope all of this helps you. I mean, I found that with the 5 things I gave you, my life has changed for the better. I am a much happier person. I'm not happy all the time. I get sad and I get down like everybody else, but I'm able to come out of it. Whenever I enter negative thoughts, I'm able to stop them and turn it around to a positive. And I would say that my relationship with my family has changed unbelievably. My children have witnessed my metamorphosis, and as a result, we are all much closer. We were always very close, but after going through this, we are so much closer. I didn't think it was even possible. But there's a lot of love in our house, and we're kind of all on this same journey of finding our true paths and helping to raise the vibration of the planet, putting out good energy. If this helped you and you'd like to hear more, please subscribe. I'll put links to most of the stuff I talked about down below. Talk to you soon. Bye.